victory again over Bob Backlund tonight. Here now with us, manager Louis Albano. However, there was some question as to Mr. Snooker's tactics.
Well, to his tactics, and do we have to deal with these referees in New York State? I mean, this is the second time that we humiliated, humbled, and defeated Jimmy Snuka. Now I've been challenged to a steel cage match in Madison Square Garden. They claim that Jimmy Snuka, you've got to go through the door. In other words, they're saying that Jimmy Snuka can fly over the top rope. Yes, he can fly. He can fly like an American eagle. The man can fly right out of the ring. So I've accepted. I was not reluctant to sign. I know the ability, I know the agility. I know what Jimmy Snuka is capable of doing. I am ready. We will prove, without the shadow of a doubt, that Jimmy Snuka, Superfly, is our champion.
Thank you for joining us, Lou Albano. His commentary, ladies and gentlemen, on what happened earlier on tonight in Madison Square Garden as Mr. Backlund was counted out of the ring. Right now, we shall introduce the manager of the World Wrestling Federation champion. Here now with us, Arnold Skaaland. And Arnold, I know you perhaps wanted this steel cage match as badly as Mr. Albano did.
We sure did, Vince. You know, he's in that ring, outside that ring, all over. He can fly and everything. So we stipulated that the only way we could have that match is go through the door because he's like a seagull. He can go right over the top of that cage. So there would be no match. So it'll be a nice, grueling match now next time when they have to go through that door.
Whether Mr. Albano's claim that Snuka is an eagle or your claim that he's a seagull, regardless of that, there won't be any flying over the top rope because of your stipulation. In other words, it's through the door or nothing.
That's the way we want it, Vince, and that's the way it's going to be.
All right, thank you very much for joining us, Arnold Skaaland. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, a rather disconsolate champion will join us. The World Wrestling Federation champion, Bob Backlund. Mr. Backlund, with the cut still above his eye, we're going to take you back now to footage that we saw. And Mr. Backlund, we're going to take you back to footage in Madison Square Garden. They were battling it out, indeed, all the way in this matchup. Snuka against Backlund, and here, Mr. Backlund, you are already outside of the ring.
Yeah, Vince, you know, I thought I had the best of him the whole match. I thought I had him by the palm of my hands, and he was running and running. You know, when you get that close to something and you got it right in your hands and the man starts taking advantage of things, he sneaks up and hits you over the head with something, runs into that pole to take advantage of you. And this is no way to win a match, Vince. He can't beat me outside. He's got to pin me 1, 2, 3 in the middle or make me submit. He's not going to beat me. He's not going to be the World Wrestling Federation champion by coming out and beating on me, running me into the fence around the ring, hitting my head on the pole, hitting me with a chair. He's got to pin me. He's got to make me submit, and by golly, out there he can't do it. And, you know, they talk about referees being on my side. Well, I don't think this referee is on my side at all on this given night. He counted me out, and by golly, that's the last thing I know. Jimmy Snuka didn't want me to get counted out. I know I didn't want to get counted out. If he's a better man than I am, I want to get right in the middle of that ring. I want him to prove it. That's getting me in the middle of the ring. Keep me in the middle of the ring. Wrestle me. Fight me, scratch me, bite me, but in the middle of the ring. Let's have a clear-cut decision in this match.
The only way to do it, apparently, is in the steel cages. Now you are incensed, apparently, over the referee's decision. You're really going after Snuka.
Vince, you know, you just try to get your second wind. You try to catch up with things to what he's been doing, you know, beating on me outside the ring. He's got to... It just makes you so infuriating, Vince. It makes you go crazy. It makes you go wild. He tries to get my ribs. He tries to retire me from professional wrestling. Tries to make break my head open, make me bleed. By golly, you can't stand it. When you get enough, you get enough. When you had enough, you've got to go wild.
There's no doubt that you are going wild here, and Mr. Snuka is suffering the effect. However, the match officially over, and this the second time that Mr. Snuka has obtained victory over Bob Backlund. However, the title did not change. It will change hands either by submission or by pin. Or, as the case may be, Bob Backlund in the most...
By the time they got back to the dressing room, they were going around bragging to everybody, telling everybody that they should have this belt. They should have this belt. Snuka should be the World Wrestling Federation title holder. Well, Vince, to me right now, this is the most important thing in my life. This is the thing that I've been fighting for, scratching for, training for 4 years to keep, and by golly, I want to keep it. And I was happy to sign that contract. Get the man in the steel cage match. If he's a better man than I am, come and get this in the steel cage match. I'll wrestle him any place. I'll wrestle him on the street, in the backyard. But it's going to be in a steel cage match. No running, no jumping over the top rope. One of us are going to walk out of that steel cage match. Walk.